Sheriff.
Watkins?
Well, you won the election. Congratulations. Well, we do have a tradition of professional courtesy up here, and I can personally vouch for each and every one of these men. They're good deputies.
You're all fired.
Well, it looks like over the weekend, the hammer has come down somewhat quietly. There hasn't been any major announcements about like mass layoffs, but certainly some very questionable folks in very powerful positions at Twitter have been eliminated, with some of them making statements publicly on Twitter about it and then getting soundly mocked, which, hey, I understand. And thank you to everyone who has who's really come aboard during this, covering everything with Twitter, or everyone who's been here. Thank you for remembering to subscribe. It means a lot. It actually helps you find my videos, but it also tells YouTube that, people actually want to see my videos, and so if you haven't yet, please do subscribe. Musk's inner circle worked through the weekend to cement Twitter layoff plans. The first round of layoffs, led by his lawyer, Alex Spiro, will target 25% of the workforce. That's a far cry from 70%, which is what everyone was reporting. San Francisco. Members of billionaires Elon Musk's inner circle huddled with Twitter's remaining senior executives throughout the weekend, conducting detailed discussions regarding the site's approach to content moderation, as well as a plan to lay off 25% of the workforce to start. Alex Spiro, a well-known celebrity lawyer who has represented Musk for several years, led those conversations. Spiro is taking an active role in managing several teams at Twitter, including legal, government relations, policy, and marketing, according to 4 people familiar with the discussions who spoke on the condition of anonymity to describe them, as well as, of course, tweets from some of the people who are involved. Longtime Musk associate David Sachs and Jason Calacanis appeared in a company directory over the weekend. According to photos obtained by the Washington Post, both had official company emails, and their titles were staff software engineer. Musk's title in the directory was CEO. Although that position has not been publicly announced, he refers to himself as Chief Twit. Meanwhile, the team was deciding on what is expected to be happen in the first round of layoffs. My guess, middle and upper management. I think if you're a grunt software developer, software engineer, you're probably fine. Which will target a quarter of the 7,000 staff, according to one of the people. Layoffs will touch almost all departments and are expected to specifically impact sales, product, engineering, legal, and trust and safety in the coming days. The person said that after engineers, some of Twitter's highest paid employees work in sales, where several earn more than $300K a year, according to documents viewed by the Post. Well, that would make sense then. And when they say sales, they're talking ads, I assume. Twitter, Musk, Spiro, Sachs, and Calacanis did not respond to requests. The billionaire Tesla owner bought Twitter, we already know. He's already turned to several longtime allies as he begins his overhaul with Twitter. Sachs, a former conservative firebrand and donor, has worked with Musk in their days running PayPal together 2 decades ago. Sachs has posted strong ideas about content moderation and has criticized censorship from big tech. Oh no. Calacanis is also a longtime Musk friend who texted him frequently to offer advice on the deal, including about job cuts and court records. Job cuts court records showed. Calacanis tweeted Saturday was day 0 alongside a photo of a Twitter coffee mug, adding that he had discussed safety issues along with bots and trolls with Yoel Roth, a Twitter executive responsible for content moderation policy. Roth then posted details about those policies. On Sunday, Musk posted a apparent internal message from Roth about Twitter metrics, arguing that they showed Twitter's board and lawyers deliberately hid evidence from court. A tweet showed Musk using his newly gained access to internal information to potentially settle scores. Fine by me. Exactly what I would do. Very human thing to do. Also, he's probably also doing it to get out of paying what is like hundreds of millions of dollars in golden parachutes to people who hate him. You can see Yoel Roth. Let's talk for a minute about hateful contact, trolling campaigns. Bottom line, Twitter policies have not changed. Hateful conduct has no place here, and we're taking steps to put a stop to an organized effort that people think we have. He may be referring to the spike, 500% spike in N-word use that all these hack media outlets went on to say was a fact, but when it turned out that it was just a coordinated bot thing from like one of the Chans or something like that. It wasn't, obviously it was inorganic. Another Musk associate who tweeted about his involvement, Sirim Krishnan, a partner focusing on crypto at the venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz, also tweeted he was helping out with the deal. The firm invested $400 million. Less than 3 days into Musk's ownership, Twitter employees remained in the dark about any new plans for the company as of Sunday, according to numerous employees contacted by the Post, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to protect their jobs. The company has yet to release any kind of formal announcement of the acquisition. The communications department has gone silent. Rumors have swirled about layoffs, with some notices going out quietly. Now, the layoffs are supposed to, they're expected to begin before November 1st. And let me say, I'm assuming not every employee that works at Twitter is an ideological lunatic. So it's got to suck to like really get all the news about your job from Twitter, your own job. Like there's a lot of irony there. Like they don't know what's going on. But they're finding out from the Washington Post, or they're finding out from other people tweeting. That's got to suck. Layoffs are expected to begin ahead of November 1st, when no Twitter employees are slated to receive additional compensation related to stock grants. However, on Sunday, Musk tweeted out that reporting about the impending layoffs at Twitter next week was false. Earlier this year, Musk told prospective partners in the deal that he planned to cut nearly 75% of Twitter's total workforce, which would leave the company with about 2,000 employees, according to interviews and documents obtained by the Post. Musk last week told employees when he visited Twitter headquarters that he didn't plan to cut 3/4 of the workforce. I mean, if you look at one of these tweets, you could see, will you be CEO? My chief, Elon, what's one thing that's messed up at Twitter right now? He replies, there seems to be 10 people managing for every one person coding. That's a very engineering way to look at it, but, that's very true. It's like a Department of Transportation job. One person shoveling, 10 people watching them dig. I mean, that's basically true. That's exactly what's happening. That's why I think middle management will be where most of the cuts happen. Now, Taylor Lease tweeted out, and if he was previously at Twitter, welp, I just got fired from the Bird app. It's been grand. And a lot of people not really caring too much, and I'll show you why. There's some tweets. We're nearing the find out stage of F around and find out, back on 10/30/22, which is fair. Well, I just got fired from the Bird app, y'all. It's been grand. And, to their credit, they're not like hiding behind a private account. But, a lot of people are digging up. Oh, wait, did they just block me in real time? I didn't even report on it. Oh, they protected them in real time. Okay. Well, their position at Twitter was quite high. And they also had some interesting, he called them Tesla goons, and, he blamed everybody else for his problem. I'm trying to see exactly what, there were some crazy tweets about it. Dang it, Taylor, why? Oh, okay. He was the senior director. I don't know if it was a guy or girl. They were the senior director of platform services. And then you see Taylor has been very vocal the past few days about how he feels about Elon taking over. This links to tweets where he says things like, tweeps, I love you. You're world-class engineers, managers, whatever. Hold your head high. Never compromise your ethics or morals. Yeah, okay. He also retweeted anti-Elon stuff several times. Lots of anti-Elon stuff. Videos started playing. So, I mean, there's a lot of anti-Elon stuff that would, kind of justify their firing. It seems like the people who are, really vocal about hating Elon, they're just getting cut, which, only in Silicon Valley is that behavior, tolerated. Of course, Elon, a lot of people are saying that he's accelerating these layoffs to avoid paying these employees their full vesting on their stock. I got to say, if that's true, I disagree with that entirely. They've earned that. That would really not be being a good corporate citizen. Not everyone that works there is a total piece of garbage, I assume, although I don't know, because every time I stick up for them, a new wave of people, mid-tier people end up being garbage. According to a New York report in the New York Times, Musk is looking to cut jobs by November 1st to avoid paying employee stock grants. But there's actually no evidence of that, and Elon himself has said that is incorrect. Now, maybe he wants to, I think when you take over the company, though, I've often said with layoffs, as I've been a part of them on both ends, like literally putting people on a magnetic board, trying to fight for their jobs, and then also being on the other side of the table and walked out too. I think you want to accelerate layoffs for one reason. You cut once, you cut deep, you get back to work. If you have 7,000 people walking into work every day, wondering if it's going to be their last day at work, that's just not an environment that's going to be productive. You're not going to get people's best effort, and it's just not a good thing. It's not like a good management thing to do. Just human to human. You can't do that to people. So if he's accelerating the layoffs for any reason, I would argue that it's probably, to get back to work. You could see updated way at the bottom. There's, update October 30th. Note Musk's tweet, Mr. Musk directly denied this. So why did The Verge print it as fact? You know what I mean? Like, I think that he doesn't want to pay Vijaya Gotti and Parag Agrawal their hundreds of millions of dollars in golden parachutes. But I also, that I would see. But I don't think he's trying to screw over like Joe Engineer, who's worked at Twitter for a long time and becoming fully vested. I don't think he wants to do that. But certainly some of the layoffs have begun. And people aren't happy about it. I suspect we'll get more layoff information throughout the day. So make sure you subscribe down below wherever you're watching, whether it's Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, or right here on YouTube. I really greatly appreciate your subscriptions, and I'll keep you updated on all the news as it develops.